Alright everyone, welcome back.
まさかさっきの呼び方は好きだった。
That's right. I liked it, so I don't want anyone else saying it the same way. I know it's a stupid thing to care about, but she was the only one I wanted to hear call me like that.
本当にただのわがままなんだ。ライダーが悪いわけじゃない。
わかりました。あなたがそう言うのなら、私も理由は問いません。
あ、それじゃあ行ってくる。さくらのことをよろしくな、ライダー。
I waved to Ryder and start running. I'll go to the intersection and catch a cab. Then I'll go to the suburbs and look for the forest entrance that I only saw once. And she is left alone. There's no reason for the boy to fight. The one who's no longer a master walks into danger while she, the danger's cause, is resting. The fact depresses her even more.
彼は森に向かいました。後悔しているのですか、さくら。
The servant asks her master. The girl does not nod, but narrows her eyes and shakes her head once.
後悔なんてできないでしょ、ライター。そんなもの、今さら何の意味もない。
そうですね。確かに意味のない質問でした。
ええ。けど、辛いことだけじゃない。私ね、不謹慎だって分かってるのに嬉しいの。先輩が私のために何かしてくれるのは純粋に嬉しいから。
But her face is filled with agony. The mouth that says she's happy is heavy, as if bound by a feeling of guilt.
けど、それは間違ってる。おじいさまは容赦なんてしない。先輩が戦う限り、常に死の危険性がある。それに。
It's troubling for her if he stays in the war any longer. It will bring a bad fate down upon them both. That's why she wants him to simply return to his normal life. She will not last long. That being the case, she wants him to live. But, at the same time, she clings to hope. For as long as he fights, she can be with him. No, it delights her that the person she loves is fighting and getting hurt for her sake. She doesn't want him to fight, but having him fight makes her happy. The two contradictory wishes compete for control within her.
嘘。拮抗なんてしてないくせに。
With a pained murmur, she acknowledges the darkness within her. Yes, she wants him to fight. She wants him to save her. She wants him to answer her to make up for all the time she did not. For that reason, he can get hurt. And she thinks about something she shouldn't. She clutches her chest. As if responding to her dark passions, the worm within her stirs against her nerves. It was only for an instant. She imagined him getting hurt for a mere instant, and the worm had begun to violate her once again. The squirming in her body makes her ears ring. It melts into her blood, causing a chill to run through her body. The feeling stimulates her, and she thinks her body is lewd and evil. The worm that melted into her blood becomes aphrodisiac, heating up her body. The waves threaten to wash her consciousness away. She always thinks with her heated head that her limbs are too dirty to be called human limbs. Sexual desire easily fills her body, and she clings on the ground in a vulgar manner. Her panting does not stop, and her hips wiggle like mucus. It's no different from the thing entangling her nerves. The worm violates her nerves the more she tries to deny it. Her consciousness is melted away, and she feels like she is the worm herself. And in the end, an ominous feeling dominates her whole body.
さくら。
大丈夫。私はまだ平気です。それよりお願い、ライダー。どうか先輩についていってあげて。 けて。
命令ならば従います。ですがさくら、あなたの体とて長くはない。私を行使するということはあなたの余命を削ることです。それでもいいのですね。
どうせ長くないもの。私今はちゃんとしてるけど、気を抜くとね、自分が何をしていたかわからなくなるの。日に日に記憶が曖昧になって、手足の感覚もない。今朝だってなんか先輩を見送ってから1週間ぐらい経ってる気がするの。
She says it as if it's nothing. She has accepted death. She's fighting the ugliness of clinging to hope, and she has ordered her to protect him.
承知しました。主の命に従い、エミやシローを護衛します。
ありがとう。ごめんねライダー。私がダメになったらすぐに新しい人と契約して。先輩はちょっと嫌だけど、ライダーならいいかな。
She forces a smile. The servant in black nods and turns her back to her master.
良くない風です。宝具を使用することになりますが、構いませんね。
危なくなったら先輩を連れ帰ってきて。
分かっています。けれどさくら、私はあの老人ではなく、あの神父こそを注意すべきだと思うのですが。
Ryder speaks without looking back. That's a surprise for her. This servant does not state her opinion. She silently does as she's told. She has never shown concern for her the way she does now.
そうね。私も本当はそう思うわ。
She murmurs as if singing. Her grief dispelled, she is now filled with a languorous elegance.
けど安心してライダー。だってあの人私には勝てないもの。
She smiles like a girl picking flowers. A few minutes walk from the national highway. Even though I've never seen it in person, the forest entrance looks familiar. It's white like morning mist even during the day. The dim sunlight and the fog steal the sense of time from this place.
うわ、大丈夫かこれ。
I can't believe how reckless I'm being. I didn't get lost back then because I was watching it through Ilya, but this isn't something I can manage by memory alone.
いや、泣き言は後だ。なりふり構ってられないんだから、当たって砕けろだ。
I put spirit in myself as I put the bag over my shoulder. It's past noon. It takes about 4 hours to reach Ilya's castle from here, according to what I saw. All I can rely on now are my physical strength, memory, and recollection skills. God, a 4-hour walk into the forest just to find a hidden castle. The bananas. I walk through the forest. The smell of sap is a bit suffocating. The unpaved path is tiring to walk on. It's been 2 hours and I think I'm following the route Ilya showed me. But it's worrying that there's no sign to confirm that I'm on track. I can keep walking all day because of my training, but mental fatigue is chipping away at my energy. If memory serves, I still have 2 hours to go. I can easily imagine what will happen if I don't end up at the castle at that time. My physical limit is far, but I'll make trivial mistakes with a disturbed mind. Rehydration and monitoring your condition are your highest priorities during mountain climbing, and you have to worry about which foot you step with and the depth of the bare rock you're scaling. Even though the forest isn't as dangerous as a mountain, this place has a different kind of danger. Losing your sense of direction, not knowing where you are. There's the danger of getting lost, and who knows what beasts you might encounter. The beasts living in this vast forest are likely to have their territories. When people stray into those territories, they're usually attacked. Walking aimlessly is like asking to be attacked, and even a stray animal trail needs to be avoided from time to time. Fortunately, snakes don't seem to exist in this forest. All I see are traces of wild dogs, and that's rare too. I bet there aren't many living things here because of the magic of Einzbern on this forest. But there are a few wild dogs, and there may be far worse things.
あっちはまずいか。帰りは気をつけないと。
I go around the thicket that an animal may be lurking in and make my way according to my memory. Discretion is a better part of valor. It's a rule of thumb to simply avoid dangerous places rather than waiting until the danger confronts you and then running away.
にしてもこの森、イリアに見せてもらった時と様子が違う気がする。
The air around me feels different. An ominous chill runs down my back with every step. Don't go any further. Get out of this forest now. Nobody will return alive from this forest today. I feel like the swaying trees are warning me.
そういえばこの匂い。
I thought it was sap, but that's not quite right. The sweet smell is nothing like the forest. This is... probably.
待て。
I take out a wooden sword from my bag. I stop, concentrate, and strengthen it within a few minutes.
何か来る。
I hear footsteps from the other side of the thicket. I hear sounds among the swaying branches. It's coming. It comes out and heads straight for me. I raise my wooden sword. Tensing my arms, I grip the sword and stand ready.
そこまでだ。動か。
そこまでよ。動かないで。
No. Tosaka. We both freeze. Well, how should I handle this situation?
ちょっと、いい加減それ下げてくれない？お化け屋敷じゃないんだから。
Tosaka lowers her guard first.
すまん。
I follow her example.
珍しいところであったじゃない。一応聞いておくけど、ピクニックの下見ってわけじゃないわよね。
わけあるか。そういう遠坂こそなんだよ。森林浴って柄じゃないだろお前。今度は。
失礼ね。森林浴ぐらいするわよ。そりゃ今日は違う要件だけど。
She protests. The surprising part here is that she's not denying that she's planning something.
遠坂、お前、イリアとやり合おうってのか？
I get right to the point.
だとしたらどうなの？あなたはもうマスターじゃない。なら私たちの戦いに首を突っ込む資格も義理もないはずよ。
ない。けど、遠坂がイリアと戦うっていうのなら止める。
なんでよ。もしかしてイリアとサクラを組ませるって腹？
それもあるけど、遠坂、イリアと戦ったらただじゃ済まないぞ。始めたらどっちかが必ず傷を負う。そういうのは嫌だ。俺はもともと
初めから戦いを止めるためにでしょ。なんだ、それまだ変わってなかったんだ。
Her sharp tone gone, Tosaka shrugs in resignation. That's Tosaka's real face that she had on before that thing happened to Sakura.
なんだよ。一度決めたことなんだからそう簡単に変えられるわけないだろ。
でしょうね。ほんと前々から思ってたんだけど。
I don't know why, but Tosaka gives me an exaggerated sigh.
エミヤくんってすっごいバカでしょ。
And gives a smile that surprises even me.
けどいいわ。懲りないやつだけど、あなたはそうでなくちゃ張り合いがない。不器用は不器用なりに、せいぜい努力することね。
なんだその勝ち怒った顔は。なんか無性に腹立つなお前。
いいからいいから。で、その格好からするにエミヤくんもイリアスフィールに用があるってわけね。さっきは当てずっぽうで言ったけど、本当にイリアスフィールと話し合いをするつもりなんだ。
It's funny that even after all that they've been through and they decide to split off as enemies, they can still bicker like this, like they're still best of friends. I'm angry, but Tosaka just stares at me with a smile. Damn. I don't know why, but I can never deal with Tosaka in these situations. I feel like I'll back myself further into a corner no matter what I say.
どうしたの？急に黙っちゃって。黙秘なんてエミヤくんらしくないわよ。
そうだよ。お前の言う通りだ。俺は今からイリアに会いに行くんだから邪魔するな。ついてきたら追っ払うからな。
あれ？何？もしかしてイリアスフィールの居場所知ってるの？
Crap! Me and my big mouth.
よかった。それなら案内してもらえる？私も大体の場所はわかるんだけど、大昔の地図だから信憑性低くって。エミヤくんが知ってるなら話は早いわ。
お前な、俺はついてくるなって言ったんだぞ。
あら、エミヤくんはイリアスフィールと話し合いに行くのに、私から目を離していいの？万が一私が先に到着しちゃったら、もう話し合いどころじゃないと思うけど。
お前、俺を脅迫する気か？大体な、一緒に行ったところでイリアに喧嘩売るんだろお前は。
売らないわよ。イリアスフィールと共闘できるならそれに越したことはないもの。とりあえずやるべきことは造剣の排除でしょ。私がここに来たのはイリアスフィールに忠告に来ただけだもの。
忠告って何の？
魔頭造剣が何やら企んでるから甘く見てると痛い目に遭うって。キャスターのこともあるし、バーサーカーまでああなっちゃこっちが不利でしょ。けどそう忠告したところで戦いになるって覚悟してたけどね。私とあの子じゃ話し合いなんてできない。一応忠告してそれで戦いになるのなら仕方ないって思ってた。いずれ倒さないといけない相手だし、遅いか早いかの違いでしょ。でも見たところエミヤくんには当てがありそうじゃない？なら冒険をする必要もないし、エミヤくんの努力次第でことは丸く収まるってこと。ほら、難しい顔しない。あなたがイリアスフィールを説得できるなら私はおとなしく帰ってあげる。でもし失敗したら協力してあの子を倒すか、2人して逃げられるように手を貸すわ。どう？悪い話じゃないんじゃない？
悪い話も何も。お前どうあったって俺の後をついてくる気だろ。
まさかそんなの言いがかりよ。たまたま行き先が同じってこともあるんだし。
She's a devil, but she'll listen to me so long as I'm guiding her. Tosaka will go fight Ilya if I leave her be, but she'll stay quiet if I take her with me.
言っとくけど、俺だって道に確証はないぞ。迷っても文句言うなよ。
それは心配無用よ。あなたが向かっている方角、地図とぴったり一致するもの。私の地図とエミヤくんの案内があれば迷うことなんかないわ。
I sighed loudly, making sure Tosaka can hear it.
わかった。観念したよ。城まで一緒に行こう。そうすれば、とりあえずイリアとは戦わないんだな。
ええ、あなたがイリアスフィールと交渉している間も邪魔はしないわ。あの子、敵に回したら厄介だけど、味方にできるなら頼むし。
地震。
The trees shake. I hear explosions in the distance. No, this isn't the earthquake. Something like a typhoon is raging nearby.
遠坂、これ。
まさか。どうやら一歩遅かったようね、私たち。
じゃあ、向こうで暴れてるのはバーサーカーなのか？
ええ、私たちがここにいる以上、バーサーカーが戦う相手は一人しかいない。どうする？私は行くけどエミヤくんは残る？
There's no time to think. I should see what's going on. Yeah.
俺も行く。そのために来たんだからな。
それじゃあ私の後ろに行って。アーチャーを先行させるから、それで出会い頭に即死ってのだけは避けられるわ。
Tosaka starts running. Archer takes form, gives me a single glance and takes the lead.
イリア、プッしていろよ。
I clench the wooden sword in my hand and run after them at full speed. The girl flees the castle with the black giant. It's a baffling escape. She has abandoned her castle, the place designed to offer her the best defense, to run to the forest. Danger is approaching. The girl was the first one to sense the unavoidable fact. The enemy is approaching the castle. Because she felt that the enemy is a great one, she maximized the castle's defense and woke up the giant in anticipation of the enemy. The Giant of Steel, Berserker. Personification of destruction who has his sanity taken away and only obeys the girl. With her bodyguard in the castle's protection, she has nothing to fear. She tells herself this, suppressing her unease. But when the enemy drew near, her giant said, "Run." Even the one with no reason left understood that he could not beat the approaching foe. The girl started running at that instant. She knows that. She already knew that. The thing that reached the outer wall is not something they can match. The ominous shadow expands with the sun behind it, and it becomes a great shadow to easily climb over the outer wall. They will lose. With her aside, Berserker cannot beat that thing. He will lose if he fights it, and Berserker will not be her servant anymore. That is the root of her uneasiness. She ran away from the castle not in fear of her own defeat, but in fear of losing her servant. The black giant carries her as they make their way through the forest. The uneasiness does not go away, but assails her with increased weight. She cannot get away. The girl vaguely understands that she cannot get away from this uneasiness and fear. And the black giant stops.
おう、賢明じゃな。勝てぬと悟って出てきよったが。
In front of them is a withered magus. Next to him is Assassin, wearing a white skull mask. Mato Zoken. She figures out right away he is the magus of the Makiri that she was informed of when she left her home country.
マトゾウケン。聖杯に選ばれてもいない者がマスターの真似事をしているのね。
The girl jumps to the ground and confronts the old man. There is no fear in her eyes. The enemy before her is not the terrifying one she sensed.
はっ、聖杯はマスターなど選ばん。聖杯とは受け皿に過ぎぬもの。そこに意志があり、性別をするなどと、お主まで教会の触れ込みに毒されたが。
The girl coldly glares at him as he laughs. The Holy Grail does not choose, just like the old man says. Masters are chosen by the Holy Grail, servants are given form with the Holy Grail's power, and they stay in this world with the help of the Masters. The rules are intentionally distorted and spread around. The girl knows that the purpose of the Holy Grail War is actually the other way around. The Holy Grail is merely something to be filled. Masters are not chosen but prepared as part of the ritual. And servants are merely tools used to open the gate.
あなたこそモーネに毒されているんじゃないの、ゾウケン。器になる聖杯に意志はないけど、マスターを選び出す大聖杯には意志があるわ。もともとこの土地に原型があるからこそ、あなたたちは英霊を呼び出して聖杯を満たそうとした。ま、当事者であるあなたがそれを忘れるぐらいだから、マキリの血は衰退したんでしょうけど。
Her voice is cold. The old man accepts her scorn with a laugh.
いやいや、心配には及ばん。マキリの衰退もここまでよ。ことはなりつつあってな。予定では次の儀式で行うはずじゃったが、今回は駒に恵まれての。わしの悲願はあと一手で叶おうとしておる。
そう？ なら勝手にすれば。私あなたに興味はないわ。私以外の器なんて気に入らないけど、どうせ失敗するんだし邪魔はしないから、おとなしく地の底に戻ったら。
言われるまでもない。この老体に日の光はつらいのでな。ことが済めば早々に古巣に戻る。だがやはりのこうもうまくいきすぎると逆に不安が大きくなる。万が一のためお主の体をもらい受ける。ここでお前を抑えておけば我が悲願は盤石じゃ。
Hostility lights up in the old man. The white skull gets up but stops in contrast to the old man's wish. It's obvious why. The white masked assassin is overawed by the giant who's protecting the girl. He has no chance to defeat such a foe. He will be cut in half with one blow if he steps in. The assassin does not move because he is sure of that fact.
主に似て臆病なサーバントね。そんなに死ぬのが怖いなら戦わなければいいのに。あなたといい造剣といい、そんなに自分の命が大事？
There's no reply. Assassin does not speak, but his master laughs in his
ああ
place.
大事だとも。我が望みは不老不死。こやつの望みも永劫に刻まれる自身の名でな。我らは同じ目的のためこうして邁進しておるというわけだ。
正気なのあなた。聖杯にかける望みが不老不死ですって。
Hatred shows in the girl's eyes. His grin widens still further. It's as if he was waiting for that scornful reaction.
当然じゃ。見よこの体を。刻一刻と機能を失い悪臭を放ち体は内から溶け、こうしている今も脳細胞は蓄えた知識を失っていくのだ。その痛み、生きながら崩れゆく苦しみがお主にわかるか。
自業自得でしょ。人の体は100年の時間に耐えられない。それを超えようというのだから代償は必要だわ。それに耐えられないなら消えればいい。苦しいのなら死ねば楽になるんじゃなくて。
The old body trembles. The magus shakes as if racked by coughing and
やはりそうきたか、アインツベルン。貴様らとて1000年続けて同じ思想よ。所詮人形、やはり人間には近づけなんだ。
he laughs from the bottom of his heart.
なんですって。
たわけめ、よく聞くがよい、冬の娘よ。人の身において死に勝る無念などない。虫どもの苗床となるこの痛みなど、己が死に比べればかほどのものでもないわ。自己の存続こそが苦しみから逃れる唯一の真理。死ねば楽になるなどと、それこそ生きていない証ではないか。だからこそお主は人形に過ぎぬのだ。その急増の体ではあと1年と持つまい。短命に定められた作り物に人間の欲望は理解できぬということだ。
ええ、理解できないわ。あなたは人間の中でも特例だもの。そんな長く生きたくせに自分の寿命を受け入れられないなんて乱心したとしか思えない。ねえ、あなたそんなに死にたくないの？